Yo, make sure you got your paperwork straight. I got Mickey the Truth.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth. South Carolina, 803 to be exact. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So
the loudest is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Alright, Truth Team. So Lauren Prime finally put their video out because I don't know what First Coast News was on. So let's react to the court hearing with the 4 defendants in the Julio Foolio case.
In the state. So I believe everyone has waived speedy trial. Is that correct?
The exception of Miss Andrews. I think that is the only one who yet to get a waiver from.
Okay. All right, Miss Hurdle.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, we will not be waiving speedy waiver, right, or speedy trial.
Okay, so that's definitely going to speed things up, everybody. Oh,
Calculated, I think, June 18th of 2025 is what it was.
Why the judge smile?
okay. So at this point, and I did look because I know Miss Rayner, and I do apologize. I believe you're in the Florida legislature, correct?
I am, Your Honor, and I'm actually rated constitutionally. I'm not even available pursuant to the Florida statute 11.11. And so that just maybe puts me in a position where I may have to move to sever because I'm constitutionally unavailable.
Well,
Okay, if y'all remember, this is the one. She's a senator or something, but she's the lawyer for Sean Gayfrey. Okay, so remember they talked about that at the last hearing.
let's see. The legislature is in session for 2025, March 4th through May 2nd.
But I'm in committee weeks though as well. And so the statute contemplates also committee weeks as well.
And so it looks like, and I don't know, because I looked this up, I don't know, I'm sorry, in the House or Senate?
In the House, Your Honor.
Okay, and one has January 13th through the 17th, and the other has January 21 through 24. So which one is yours?
So those runs so we will be in committee meeting together at the same time. So January, and I just wrote these dates down. So apologize.
Okay.
I'm pulling the lights.
Look like old girl got her little hair.
So the week of January 13th, the week of January 21st, the week of February 3rd, and the week of February 17th, I will be in committee those weeks. Also, the week of December 2nd, I will be in committee. Legislative session starts March 4th. Once again, I will be unavailable. I think based on the representation by Ms. Hurdle and our client, Ms. Hurdle will within the right now to waive that. I just will have to have a hearing on.
Okay. So,
So you know what the motion to sever mean? Getting Sean Gayfrey to go to trial by himself, not with the other defendants. I don't know how that would go, but I don't know. Could be something cooking here. I don't know.
then we'd have to get this to trial before January 13th, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, week of January 6th.
Your Honor, may I be heard?
Yes.
Your Honor, Ryan is also on behalf of Rashad Murphy. Judge, not speaking for any other counsel, certainly for myself on behalf of Mr. Murphy. As the court knows, he's charged with first-degree murder. We have not received notice yet, but we potentially contemplate that there may be a notice filed by the state seeking death. As the court is aware, this is a 5-defendant first-degree murder that encompasses dual jurisdictions, both Jacksonville and Tampa. Although I haven't looked at the state's discovery notice, because I just received it a day or two ago, inclusive of the in excess of 300-page police report, as well as what I anticipate to be dozens of listed witnesses. I anticipate, as it relates to first phase, having to engage multiple experts inclusive of cell phone and social media.
Well, listen, and I don't mean to cut you off, but if that's accurate, that the state is considering the death penalty against your client, is that accurate, first of all?
Judge, it is accurate. A final decision has not been made. It is going to be reviewed within the next 2 weeks, Judge.
Okay, so that
Not
does,
just his client, but there are others as well.
Inclusive of my client as well, Your Honor. I would also adopt most of Mr. Gonzalez's argument, but I would defer to him.
and you guys can remain seated when you're talking to me, unless you need to stand up to see me. That's the only reason why. Okay. Okay, so, and then, Mr. Petratus, what is your position?
So it seemed like, now this is just my opinion. Maybe they're gonna seek it for those that's accused of being shooters. Maybe, I don't know.
On being ready to go to trial by January 6th?
I agree, Judge. I don't know how possible on the case of this magnitude, ready to take
Well,
these witnesses.
Here's the other thing. This is the deal. Now, I'm not gonna give you all, if one defendant decides they don't want to waive speedy trial, that's fine. It's absolutely right. However, we're not going to have witnesses being deposed and redeposed and brought back on anyone else's schedule. So discovery will have to be expedited, and you guys are just going to have to be ready to go. So that's just the way it is. Okay. And then if something occurs and you've already deposed a witness.
I mean, I'm just saying, I kind of like her. Like, fuck it. Like, we got to get to it. YSL judge need to be like that. Just stay on business, but we'll see.
And there a new issue has arisen and you need to, and you want to go back and talk to the witness about something different that wasn't already covered, then great, we can talk about it. Maybe the state would stipulate, but that is going to put a time crunch on discovery. Okay, Ms. Hurdle?
Yes, Your Honor. Also, I will be probably speaking with the other defense counsel on this as pertains to our position with wanting to move forward with the settlement. So that may be coming.
Judge, there's not a thing that Ms. Hurdle would tell me in any type of conversation that would put me in a position to acquiesce to a speedy trial. In fact, having done this for an extremely long period of time, I would not risk Mr. Murphy's life on trying this case in a speedy trial capacity. I would withdraw for that.
No, and Mr. Gonzalez, listen, if the state seeks death, that's a whole different ballgame. Okay, so I'm not at all would try to force you into trial under those circumstances. So this is the first time I've heard that the death penalty was even being considered for any of these defendants.
And Your Honor, with all due respect, all of our clients have different positions in this case. As we know, there's several different co-defendants.
Sure.
All of us are speaking on behalf of our own clients' interests and
right.
based on their
But
position in the case.
What I'm trying to stress to you all is because one of the defendants, Miss Andrews, because she's not waiving speedy trial, that means if there's going to be discovery, it's got to get going immediately. And so, and what I'm trying to stress is that all of the other co-defendants' attorneys are going to be noticed when these depositions are occurring. And I'm not going to allow several bites at the apple for these witnesses. So.
And Your Honor, and understanding that, but I haven't even received the discovery. I know the state, I emailed out the first portion, which is a police report, yesterday of 300 pages. We just received that yesterday. I went to my old law firm. So I understand the court's position of us being ready, but we haven't even had the opportunity to review what the state has given, what the state has initially given us. Obviously, there's gonna be copious discovery. And I do echo Mr. Gonzalez's point, whether, the state is seeking death or whether it is life, my client's life is on the line. And I'm not, I would literally be doing him a disservice. I mean, to try this by January 13th.
Wait, guys, I guess I'm not making myself clear here, okay? I'm not gonna make the other three co-defendants go to trial in January. What I am saying is that I'm assuming, Miss Hurdle, are you gonna participate in discovery?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm assuming there will be discovery depositions that you're gonna schedule.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay, and so then those dates need to be coordinated with the other three co-counsel. That's what I'm saying to you,
Okay.
apparently not clearly enough. What I'm saying,
I mean, I kind of figured that's what she was saying, meaning if a witness is coming on, say, December 1st, then that's good with your team. We all need to do this on December 1st. I got what you were saying, Judge. They know what the hell you're saying. Continue.
is you guys are gonna have the other three, Ms. Rayner, Mr. Petratus, Mr. Gonzalez, you all are gonna have to be ready to go on starting to participate in discovery immediately. That's what I'm saying. Okay?
Judge, one more thing for record.
Sure.
If you don't mind. I tried the State versus Devon Speed in front of Judge Kaiser starting October 28th or 29th, whatever that Monday is, for a week and a half. I'm going to be in preparation for that trial over the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I want, obviously, the court to know that my availability for depositions, and certainly I can try my best to be available when I can. I don't even know that I can be prepared to take a deposition without having read a police report. So to the extent that I can make myself available, I will, but I can certainly suggest to the court that I'm not willing to have other counsel depose critical witnesses in this case without my availability, and then have to rely on that questioning without the opportunity to do it myself. So again, for the record, I just want to be clear that if it comes to the point where participation in discovery for me over the next 60 days, so 45 days, is not capable, I probably will be asking the court to allow me to withdraw, because I'm not going to take that ultimate responsibility as it relates to Mr. Murphy.
So, you all can start taking depositions in November and December, correct? Can you not be ready in November and December to at least start taking depositions?
Potentially in the middle of November, Judge, I would think, to the best of my ability. Again, I'd have to advise the court if I didn't think I was really ready to begin those depositions.
Of course. But you guys know who, for example, the lead detective, there are certain witnesses that are going to have really the bulk of the discoverable evidence. And I would encourage the state to begin coordinating dates in November or December for these depositions to start occurring. So, and what I'm going to ask when we're concluded here today is that you all stay behind, you start looking at your calendars, and you start setting aside dates in November and December. Just close them out for discovery depositions. All right. And of course, if anything arises, if there's any issue, if the state does intend to seek the death penalty, I would never, ever, for the integrity of the fairness to the defendants, the state, I would never, ever put an attorney in a position to where they couldn't be prepared or effective.
I like her. I mean, she seemed like she made more sense than some of these other judges we'll be watching. So yeah, I like her already.
I would never do that. But we do have a situation where we've got one defendant who's not waiving speedy trial, the other three have. And as I've indicated, to the extent we can, I want to avoid duplicate discovery depositions occurring. So it seems like November and December, there should be wiggle room for you all to be able just to start setting dates aside for depositions. By then, you should have all of the reports. If you don't have all of the reports by November 1st, then I need to hear about that before then. And I'll take action to make sure that you do. So, yes.
Your Honor, if I may, yes, when I think the conversation with the state yesterday, they did advise me that they pretty much think that we'll have everything for the next week or two.
Is that correct?
Judge, not everything, because there are reports from outside agencies, but I've talked to the main case detective. There is a lot of evidence that is gonna be digitally downloaded that he is downloading now, that may take a day or two to download all of it.
Digital, damn, how much evidence gonna be digital?
Which will be brought over to me, and I can make sure and ensure that once I get it downloaded, that we're gonna figure out a way how to get it sent to all defense counsel. I do know that all of the report that I have thus far has already gone to them, with the exception of Ms. Rayner, because I believe I had the wrong email address, and my secretary will certainly get that to her today. When I was going through the police report, I noticed that there are still supplements that are outstanding. So I'm definitely reaching out to the detectives to try to get all of that in, but I also know that there are outside agencies, including Jacksonville, Georgia, law enforcement authorities that
What is they getting from Jacksonville? Because they was only arrested in Jacksonville, right? All the cameras and stuff. Okay, never mind.
I have to get police reports for that as well. So whether or not that will be within the next 2 weeks, I'm certainly gonna work my hardest to do that, but I have to wait for some of these reports to be completed.
Okay, so completed or provided to you?
Completed and provided to me.
Okay, so I want whatever agency has outstanding reports, I need you to contact them and tell them they've got 10 days to get them submitted to you. So that would be all outstanding reports have to be submitted by
Judge ain't
Actually,
playing no
you get-
games.
close of business September 27th. Okay. And if you're having any trouble with any other agency or any other jurisdiction, you just need to tell me. And then
Yes, Judge.
I'll address it myself. Okay. So all outstanding reports,
Hey,
other
sound like Judge standing on business. She said she'll address it herself. Woo.
than the exclusion would be if if FDLE is still conducting testing of any evidence. It's just, you just need to let the defense counsel know that I don't have this FDLE report or whatever it may be, because they're still testing. But all outstanding reports need to be, you need to have them by the 27th.
You would never think like this is, Stone Cold alleged killer right here. And it was so crazy, his hair starting to grow back out. And this is crazy. That's how looks can be deceiving.
And then they need to be produced to the defense by October 1st. Okay. Okay. So let's deal with Miss Andrews then. So State and Miss Hurdle, January 6th for trial. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
He ain't rocking back and forth to the music today, huh?
And we will set a pre-trial conference, which will be
How they had him right there, he looked like, like what the fuck? Like he just looked like he going through some shit in his mind.
status for everybody, but it will be a pre-trial conference. December the 19th at 10 a.m.
Your Honor,
Yep.
if I may, I just want to notate or remind the court, because we see I'm new here from first appearance. My client actually is pregnant, so that's another reason why there's certain decisions.
When is she due?
She's due February 15th, 16th.
Okay.
So just
Sure. So hold on. February. God damn. Damn. Her hair look cute, a little twist and stuff, but damn. What month is it? Shit. How many months that? I don't even know. Let's continue.
for the record. Thank you.
Noted. Okay. So
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If I was a camera person, I would have put the camera on. I think a chance to see his reaction, like for real. Obviously, that's why I'm not a camera person, because I'll be messy.
and let's look at our calendars for a trial date for the remaining defendants. All right, because the biggest issue in a case like this with 4 separate defense attorneys are the schedules of the defense attorneys and the state. So Ms. Rayner is out of pocket most of the spring, correct?
Correct.
For her legislative commitments. So we're looking at late 25, early 26.
My heart would have dropped. Like, I got to sit in here for sure that long.
Judge, and I would prefer October of 2025 if the defense counsel could be ready by then.
Judge Bryant's also behalf of Mr. Murphy. Judge, I have State versus Zavante Sampson, which is a 2021 case, and it is just going to trial division now from Division I. And the court just got all of our respective dates. It's a 5-defendant case. And it appears that September of 2025 is when that case is going to be set. Although there may be severances, there'll be at least 3, if not 4 of those defendants that will be tried together. I also have State versus Josue Claval, which is a death penalty case. It is also a 2022 case, and I anticipate that being tried in mid to late 2025.
Well, has that judge set a trial date yet?
That's not set. That's not set. That's what the calendar lawyers have provided to the court.
I understand.
I would request early 2026.
Well, because then I don't want it, because then this is the problem that we're going to run into. We're going to run into the same legislative conflict for Ms. Rayner. So it's got to be 2025 in the fall, October, November, December.
Your Honor, if we were going to try this in 2025, it would be preferable for me either in November or December. I will be in committee weeks, and I know that legislative session for 2026 goes from January to about mid-March, in the very beginning of March. So if we were to go into 2026, I could do mid-March or April 2026. I don't have the committee dates for 2025.
But we can assume it's going to be it's similar this year, correct?
The committee dates in 2025. And
It don't seem like she should be an attorney though, because she got too much like can't do's. I'm just saying, I wouldn't want her as my attorney. Like, that's just too much. And buddy over here, he must be real good, but he got a lot of heavy cases too. I don't know. But hey, he done said, hell, I'll ask to get up off of here. He ain't playing no games.
It precedes the legislative session, correct? So
the committee is usually in 2025 or October. There's one in October, a sprinkling in November, and the rest in December. And then we go into legislative session probably that second week of January. And then we are done the first week of March 2026 because it's an off-cycle election year. I don't have those dates, but those are kind of what it historically has.
Right. So hence my comment that the spring is normally no good for Ms. Rayner. So I guess I have a question for you. Just if the state seeks the death penalty against one or more defendants, would everyone remaining be tried together, or would the death penalty defendants have to be severed out?
Judge, I'm not sure about the answer to that question. I'd have to research that. If the death penalty wasn't on the table, I knew that our strategy was to try them all together. We didn't believe that there was any motion to sever. I have not looked at it. I'll have to talk to Mr. Foreman to discuss whether or not that position will change if we file notice on some of the defendants.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick a trial date, late 2025, for any defendants who've waived speedy trial where the state is not seeking the death penalty. Because honestly, my gut instinct is you can't try them together. That's my gut. I could be wrong, but that's my gut instinct. So we're going to pick a date, and we're also going to
I think your gut is right, Judge. I think you're correct.
Pick a date, 26, for any defendants where the state is seeking the death penalty. Okay. So I'm going to preliminarily set aside 2 weeks, December You guys want to start the December 1st, the Monday after Thanksgiving?
Fine, Your Honor.
2025.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not 2026. We're not going to go that far into 2026. It'll be in the same soup. Okay. So, and I would anticipate December 1st, 2025. And assuming we have 3 co-defendants where the state is not seeking death, we should be able to get this case tried in 2 weeks, including jury selection, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that's our prospective trial date. Please block out your calendars with any other judges for those dates. Then looking at 2026, any defendants who are facing the death penalty. The legislative session is normally done by May, early May.
So that year, Your Honor, it will be done by March because that's the earlier.
I see. Okay.
That's the earlier.
So we're looking at April 2026.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me look up, someone look up on your phone real quick, see when Easter is, 2026.
April 5th.
April 5th, okay. Thank you. So then we would start April 6th, 2026. 3 weeks I will block off. So that would be through April the 24th.
Judge, can we actually start the 13th?
Fine with me.
That way we have like a week to, we don't have to prepare during Easter.
Sure.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Any defendants where the state is seeking the death penalty, trial will begin April the 13th, 2026 through May the 1st, 2026. Hi. So let's set another status, see where we are. And I will have a proposed scheduling order for you guys. The state, you said you should make up your determination regarding the death penalty in 2 weeks.
Judge, yes.
Okay. So then depending on what the state decides, then I'm going to do a scheduling order as far as the filing of motions, the disclosure of any witnesses, just to keep us organized. Okay. But that way we'll know which way the wind is blowing and when people are actually going to go to trial. Right. Okay. So, let's set another status.
We got it.
Judge, it may be 3 weeks because we may be meeting on the 10th. So I just wanted to try my.
Of October.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, yep.
Excuse me, yes, I have already done the motions, back on the 27th. Of August, so I'm not sure whether you were seeking, to, at the same time as the status hearing to hear those, or if you would like me to.
What type of motions are they?
A motion to, motion for statement of the particulars and also to reduce the charges.
Okay. Are they don't sound evidentiary in nature.
No.
Okay.
not At the moment, but I was just trying to see if it would, you want all the motions heard at the same time as the status hearings, or all separate ones.
Have you seen the motions yet?
Judge, I have not seen them, so I'll check with my legal assistant to see. I'm sure, when were they sent?
August 27th.
Almost a month ago.
Okay, Judge, we did get
A
them.
month ago.
Okay.
Look at them.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So I'm going to set another status for October the 17th at 9 a.m. Is everyone available?
I'm possibly speaking.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was distracted. October
October 17th, just a status, see where we are.
Judge, the state's available.
Okay.
Attorney Michelle is available.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. So we'll know better who's going to trial when. And then Ms. Hurdle, when we come back on that date, any and all, I'll set a motion hearing date for you separately for your client if there's any outstanding motions. So, but just so you know, because you're not waiving speedy trial, any outstanding motions must be filed by defendant Andrews no later than October 31st, 2024. Okay, that's your deadline to get your motions filed.
October 31st?
Yep.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, very good. All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Oh, you guys need to stay. Your clients will be excused. You all need to stay and start blocking out deposition time in November and December. Okay, just start blocking it out. All right, see what you can get done. Okay, okay. After you talk to your clients, then you guys need to confer.
Ooh.
And when we come back, when I see you for the next status, I want to hear what your dates are that you've agreed to begin your depositions. Okay.
Are you ready? What time on this one?
None yet.
That's something. The daddy and assumingly, because we don't know if that's the baby daddy. We assuming that's the baby daddy. Could be facing a death penalty. The mama facing life possibly. Whole lot of unnecessary ish going on for sure. I kind of told y'all in the last video, I feel like she'll probably get some type of plea deal because her lawyer's already trying to get the charges lesser. I really don't know what would be her lesser charge though. Because technically, maybe accessory. Before and after the fact, possibly. Not sure. But that would be interesting to see how that goes about. Oh, I thought her hair was something different. Not the edges. She got her edges laid out. She ain't looked over there today. You know, the last time she had took a little glance. But with that being said, hey, that's the update. We'll be back at it October 17th for a status hearing. They just done threw their life away. Look at this guy. He's so nosy. You ain't got to be all up in their business. You don't even supposed to be listening to their conversation, sir. You can tell he was paying attention though, because he looked over like. All right, that's what we got. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out for now. And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
Loudest is the weakest, give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like
I'm trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from.